So, yes, the last week I spent my time fasting and praying. Ano, sabi ko, God, actually, I was just being honest to God, you know. I was telling God, God naman, wala na akong ginawa every Friday kundi i-bless yung mga members. Sabi ko, I always tell them, Lord, bless the work of their hands. Paano naman yung hands ko, God? I was telling God, I was very honest, no, with my fasting that time. I was telling God, Lord, please, I've been blessing their hands, but what about my hands? So I was just very honest to God. One good thing with God, if you're honest to God, He's also honest. Then suddenly, tapos, ang isang ginagawa ko, to be honest with you, if you're going to be, open yourself to idleness, well, Satan will be attacking you definitely. Internet is open. You can do anything. You're just alone here, right? Ginagawa ko, yung time na yun I was fasting, tutulog ako. Kasi I will be tempted to do anything else which is more, hindi makatulog sa. So I slept. And then suddenly the phone rang exactly at 12. Pagkalis ng mga bata, sinipay ko ng tulog. Sabi yung gano'n, sabi ko, malungkot Wala yung wife mo, nasa on most of the time. Uuwihan ka lang dito. Hi, hello, tapos aalis na ulit. Mamay, kasama nyo na naman yung wife ko paalis. Things like this ba? I was just very honest to the Lord. And then, suddenly the phone rang. And the Lord said, RJ, enough. Enough with your fasting. It's time for you. And then when I answered the phone, the company was calling me. Can you come? To make the story short, I got the job. So I will be starting tomorrow. It was because of the fasting. Because of prayer. May mga bagay sa buhay natin that you cannot overcome. The temptations and everything. But you need to cry out to the Lord. It's not easy to resist temptation. You cannot resist temptation by your own strength. You need God. That's why I appreciate and I understand why Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights before he jumped over to the ministry. Because ministry is not easy. So, may mga bagay sa buhay natin. I want to be honest with you. May mga pangyayari sa buhay natin na hindi mo mapipilit kahit anong tiga ang gawin mo unless you come to the Lord and become honest and transparent to Him. Prayer and fasting do the difference. If you haven't tried yet fasting, prayer in your life over some certain temptations, I think you will try to find the power of God. Yun ang isang pinakasimpleng paraan. Mapapansin mo, sa survey na to, hindi lumabas ang fasting. Why? Because hindi ko naman masisi. Amerikano yung sinurvey mo Subukan mo kayo mag-survey ng Asians, especially the South Koreans. Number 1 sa kanila to resist temptation is fasting. I have one Korean partner when I was still working in the Philippines as missionary. Napapansin ko siya, kapag nagpo-fast siya, sinasabi niya, I need to fast na. Bakit? Hindi ko na makontrol ang galit ko. He always tell me that. Hindi ko na makontrol yung galit ko, bigla na lang ako nagagalit nang wala namang dahilan. I need to fast. So, then, the more I talk to him, sabi niya sa akin, I asked his explanation why he is doing that. Sabi niya, have you ever experimented with your stomach? Kapag sumignal na yung relo ng 12 o'clock, your stomach is telling you it's time for you to eat. And then you follow your stomach. Tapos pag hindi mo sinunod yung stomach mo, parang nahihilo ka na. Right? So, you need to obey the command of your flesh. It's time for you to eat. So, you keep on eating. Parang gano'n. Sabi nung, the Korean told me, sabi niya, no, it's time for you to command your stomach to wait. That's why you're fasting. Tell your stomach, I'm your boss. You're not my boss. That's the same thing with your anger. Sometimes anger is your master. When you feel angry, you become angry because you want to be angry. Even you have the choice not to be angry. Kanya po ba ang doon? Then later on, you're doing things that will harm you more by getting angry. Tapos you will just realize, pwede naman hindi ako magalit, ba't ako nagalit? And then you cannot change anymore. You burst out in anger, you damage all the emotions of the people around you, and your reputation was at stake. Right? So, imbis na maniwala pa sa iyo yung tao, hindi na siya maniwala sa iyo. Kasi you scrambled everything. Because you were not able to control the anger. So if you have an issue with anger, that's actually how Satan is using that. And that's number 5, right? Number 5. So you should be able to be, I would say, to be open for fasting and prayer. Pag may mga bagay na sa buhay mo na hindi mo nakita. If you still remember in the book of Luke, the disciples could not actually cast out the demonized, the boy that is being demonized, and then the father brought his son to the disciples, and then until such time that Jesus came from the mountain after the transfiguration, and then he went down and he said, "What's this commotion?" And then the father said, "I brought my son to your disciples, but they could not cast out the demons over his body." And then Jesus was very disappointed, and Jesus said, "How long I will have to stay with you guys?" And then later on, to make the story short, Jesus cast out the demons on that boy, and then the disciple was just amazed and said, "What happened? How you were able to do that?" Because the biggest question in the minds of the disciples, why before we were able to cast out demons, and even the demons are submitted to us? That's why they could not really understand why the demons could not obey them. And then Jesus said, because these things you have to do this by fasting. Sa buhay natin, may mga bagay na hindi mo maitama, right? There are some things in our lives that you're doing everything, but things are not going along with what you expected, because sometimes you need to spend with God in fasting to make it happen. So, these are the things that you have to understand in order for you to become victorious over temptation. There's a church in the Philippines, the Victory Church. Every January, the church has to spend for fasting and prayer to anticipate for the greater ministry and blessing for the year. It is very important. So mga South Koreans, Christians, it is important to them that in a year, there should be a month that they have to spend to go to the prayer mountain and to fast and pray. Because they see the reality and the power of spending time with God and fasting and praying if you want to become powerful in your Christian life. What's the problem with the churches today? We do have religions, we do have churches, but churches who are powerless. Churches who can never provide healing, comfort, encouragement. Even the pastors has no power to preach correctly. Even the pastor has no power to preach the Word of God in the right way. People were just like sitting down all over and time again, as if, ano ba siya sabi ng pastor? Ito talaga maintindihan. Di ko alam kung ganun nangyayari sa inyo ngayon today, no? So maybe you need to fast for me now. If you cannot understand what I'm saying, it doesn't give you any effect at all, I think I'm challenging you, you need to pray for me and fast for me if my preaching is becoming useless. Nakuha niyo po ba ako doon? Ang ministry po natin, hindi po natin ito matatalo. And the point here is this, why Satan is using temptation against us? Actually, yan lang naman ang pinaka-tool niya eh. Wala nang tool. Ang diablo, why? Ang purpose ng temptation is for you to be away from the will of God. Yan ang purpose ng temptation sa buhay natin. Ang mapalayo ka sa kalooban ng Diyos. Yun ang gagamitin ng diablo sa atin every now and then. Ngayon, kung alam mo na ito, ang tool na ginagamit ng diablo sa'yo, dapat paghandaan mo ito. You understand me? You should know your enemy in order for you to overcome temptations in your life. And you should be able to identify what are the tools that Satan is using against your life. Sa buhay na to, just a challenge to you guys, sa pinag-uusapan natin ngayon, to what we're talking today, what is something that is being used against you by Satan? Itong paghandaan mo ang diablo doon, para hindi kanya mabitag. God has, sabi nga sa James, if you're lacking of wisdom, pray and ask from God, because God is generous to give you all the wisdom that you need. Why? Because without wisdom, you will never be able to choose what is right. Maybe you have all the knowledge in this world, but you don't have the wisdom, you will always fall into wrong decisions. The wisdom from God will make you a wise person. Kaya nga, the wise men called wise. Why? Because they are following the word of the Lord. Yun lang po yun eh. And how can you gain wisdom if you're not reading the word of God? If you're not spending time in reading the word of God, where are you going to get the wisdom? Baka niyo po ba ako doon? Kaya nga po, ang Bible study sa buhay natin, personal Bible study man or group Bible study, dapat priority mo yun. Hindi na yung question na, atin ba ako? Hindi. Hindi, priority yung kapatid if you want to grow in wisdom. Ano po ba ako doon? So I'm praying for you, I'm praying for this church also, that you will be growing in the Word of God the whole year of 2012. Na mas lalalo na, you will be a woman and a man of God. How? By being a student of the Word. Ano po ba ako doon? I'd like to challenge you with that. Isang buwan pa lang naman natatapos. You can always start. You can always have the hope. So ito po yung bagay natin. Now, as we continue, I'll give an example of some of the words from the Word of God. Tingnan niyo po ito ha. Before we go there, lastly, in order for you to overcome temptation, you must be accountable to someone. Ito po yung tinatawag ng mentoring. Kami mga pastor, meron po kami mga mentors. I'm still being mentored by our director back home sa Asian Center for Missions. I don't know if you know that. Asian Center for Missions is actually under the 712. And I am accountable to them as a pastor. Kasi ang punto kasi natin dito sa Libya, lahat pastor eh. Ang tanong, kanino ka accountable? Bakit hindi ka ba magkakamali? As a pastor, hindi ka ba magkakasala? That's the problem here. Anyone can be a pastor, but the question is, pag nagkamali ako, kanino ako accountable? Since wala akong accountability, I can do whatever I want. I can just rule whatever I want. Pero for me, I have to report to someone who is higher than me. Because I'm still human, just like you, capable of doing something wrong. Pero pag nagkamali ako, meron akong isang organisasyon ng pananagutan ko. Kapag, dito masakit dito sa church kung ang mga miyembro walang respeto sa pastor. You know what I'm trying to say? Diba, if the church members can just do whatever they want and get out whatever if they want to, diba minsan ang simbahan nagiging palengke? You know what I mean? Diba, papasok sila dito, papakinggan, pag yung preacher medyo bilasa, ay ayoko. Parang namalengke lang, no? Ano ba ibig sabihin? Hindi po ganun ang simbahan. Church is not a market where you can just find and try to check which one that fits you. Church is a family. It's a life where you are accountable. Minsan magugulat nila yung pastor. Paano? Boyfriend na kayo? Hindi ka ba nagpaalam sa pastor? Respeto lang yun, kapatid. Kung manliligaw ka sa lalaki, hinihingi ko sa'yo na magbigay ka ng respeto sa pastor bago mo ligawan yan. Baka mamaya magulat na ako, buntis na yan, hindi ko man nalaman na naligawan mo pala yan. You're getting my point? Because this is a family and we're a spiritual family. We're accountable to one another. Eh, paano kung something happens along the relationship? Hindi na umatin si kapatid. Nagtataka na yung pastor, ba't wala na isang tupa ko rito at dumarating. Eh, paano? Nag-break na pala. Paano nag-break? Hindi mo nag-on yun Hindi mo lang alam, pastor. Baka niyo po ba ibig sabihin? Respeto, kapatid. Magpaalam muna kayo sa pastor. Hindi naman ako mangingilam. Okay? Hindi ko lang papakilman yung pintig ng puso mo. At least man na malaman ko lang. At least alam ko anong babantayan ko sa area, ipapanalangin ko ang pangailangan. Tama ba, Kuya Albert? Hindi, nakita na ako kay Albert kasi talaga attendance siya. Attendance siya, nakikinig sa akin eh.
Ano na yung magpapaalam, Pastor?
O sige, tuloy natin to. Just want to show you, ito, napagkahara natin to last Friday, so hindi ko na babalikan to. I have some verses